When Biden came into office, people who voted for Biden, if you had done due diligence, you would know that he did not believe in anything. He had no core belief system at all. And let me give you a very vivid example to back it up, because that's what I do. I back up everything I say. Joe Biden is a practicing Roman Catholic, and he wants everybody to know that. He said it thousands of times. He goes to Mass, he's this, he's that. Okay, who promoted late-term abortion? Who? Joe Biden. Not only did he accept it, he promoted it as a noble thing, that all abortion is noble, and that anybody trying to put any restriction on an 8th, 9th month abortion was evil. This is what Joe Biden put out. Now, that directly corresponds to the Roman Catholic mortal sin zone. Now, if you do an evil act, that's a mortal sin if you're Catholic. If it's not so evil, it's a venial sin.
I like the no sin zone. That's a new segment for you. The no sin zone right after the no spin zone.
So it is virtually impossible for a Roman Catholic who believes in the theology that all life is sacred, okay, to promote a procedure that ends life. Do you think Joe Biden thought about that at all? Do you think he had any blanking clue? He didn't, because he has no belief system at all. None. He's a cipher.
I completely agree. I don't think he has any belief system, and he seems, well, the clip where he's lying probably in the late 80s about his academic past, about being a, he has a scholarship, he's at the top of his class or the top half of his class. It was a double major and all sorts of stuff, and it all just turned out to be a lie. That's sociopathic stuff. And people look at it as sort of, well, it's politics. No, it's sociopathic stuff to take your academic record. It's one thing to be a B- student and to convert it into a A- or B student, but to completely out of whole cloth make up titles and degrees and put yourself at the top half of the class and all that kind of stuff before there was any kind of deterioration mentally with him, just to lie, look right down the camera lens and lie that way. That means he's rudderless. He's a sociopath. He has no thoughts. Gavin Newsom is a sociopath. He has no thoughts about anything other than being elected. And it is interesting, and I wanted to get your take on this. Gavin Newsom is in the process of doing it. Mamdani is in the process of doing it. And Kamala Harris already did it, which is distance themselves from all their stances, or many of their stances from a few short years ago, because they're running for office now. So you made all these proclamations about, stopping fracking and about getting sex changes for legal prisoners and the state paying for it and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, you're running for a higher office and you have to back away from all of these previous stances you took as an adult. I find it interesting that they all realize that they have to get away from their previous platform in order to be palatable enough to get enough votes to take the presidency or to be the mayor of New York City or what have you. But it is interesting that they all have to get away from their previous platform stances. And Mamdani's doing it now, I think.
Yeah, of course, because they live in a moment. And they say, okay, who am I talking to now? So I've got to build up my progressive credentials. This is Mamdani. All right, so I'm going to tell them that I don't want anybody going to prison. I want to cut $1 billion out of the NYPD budget. I don't believe in any kind of social order at all. So if you're drug addicted, you can go sit on Adam Carolla's doorstep and shoot up heroin all day long, and his kids walking in and out of the have to see that. I'm not going to stop that. And then when he gets into a wider range where this kind of rhetoric is unacceptable, he goes, I really didn't mean it. Oh, I rethought it, that kind of thing. But here's a real vivid challenge. Mamdani, if he wins, and he very well might, could not get elected in Nassau County, where I saw you a few months ago perform, could not get elected in Suffolk County, these are on Long Island, couldn't get elected in northern New Jersey, and most upstate New York counties, and southern Connecticut. He couldn't get elected in any of those places, couldn't even get nominated, okay? But in New York City, a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah, he can. And that tells you about how the evil is permeated into that city, and that people there, it's like Escape from New York. Remember that movie,
Sure.
Snake Plissken?
Sure.
Okay? The people there, they don't calibrate that if I vote for this man, there are going to be more dead bodies on the street. It's, I want a free bus ride. I want lower rent. I want free food. I want. And that kind of selfishness does rise into the evil category.